It works. Kind of. Let me explain. If you were born in the 90s, chances are pretty good you remember this. In my opinion, Windows XP was the best operating system of my childhood. And yes, I used Apple and we had a Macintosh at home as well because my dad was a product designer, but something about Windows XP is just so fun and nostalgic to me. Maybe that's because every computer at my elementary school had Windows XP installed on it, and I just could not wait for the time at school I'd get to go to the computer lab, sit down, and start clicking around. Now, technology has evolved. We've gone from these monstrosities to we are all walking around with this unbelievably powerful computer right in our front pocket with us at all times. It has so much capability, so much opportunity for fun, and yet all we do is this. And frankly, I'm tired of it. I want to try to recapture some of the fun of computing and try to rediscover the reasons why I got interested in technology and computers in the first place. But mostly, I want to install Windows XP on my iPhone so that I can click around with Microsoft Paint, I can play 3D Space Pinball, but most of all, I can hear that sweet, sweet startup sound wherever I am. So the other week, I was sitting on the toilet, right? It's where I come up with my best ideas, don't judge. Anyway, so I was thinking about virtual machines, as you do, and how I could get the OS running on my iPhone. So first, I thought about jailbreaking it to do that, but I just got this new iPhone and I already sold my old iPhone on eBay, so I figured that wasn't a great idea. And then I thought, well, in the words of Apple in 2009, there's an app for that. And there is. It's called UTM SE, and it's an app that's on the App Store for iPhone, iOS that allows you to run retro PC software and games on your iPhone. I think that UTM is a more full-fledged app for Mac OS, but the light version should do the trick for our purposes, hopefully. So the plan should be simple, right? Little app install here, a little Windows ISO image install there. We should be up and running. But wait, how do I get a copy of Windows XP legally these days? And can I even do that legally? Like, does Microsoft care anymore? I mean, it's old as shit. If only it were the good old days where my friends and I could boot up a copy of LimeWire, download basically any software or game we wanted completely for free. The bliss of the early internet age. So the second problem, the second snag I just thought about is this UTM SE app, is it any good at all? The keyboard is not working. I didn't know why the keyboard is not working, but everything is fine. Hated it. Would not boot. I spent 4 hours of my life to set Mac OS X settings, then a error popped that said, guest has not initialized the display yet. Trash. Garbage. Garbage app. AI. Do not work. No iPhone, no iPod, kinda dookie. This application takes forever to load my Windows 11 and say it is not supported? I waited like 2 hours. And Windows 10 take 5 hours and does not work. Nothing works. Everything is slow. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get this thing set up. I have the app downloaded from the App Store on my phone. I have the ISO image. I copied it over via AirDrop. We're gonna see if we can get this installed. At this point, everything should be working just fine, but for some reason, there's like this invisible force that's just keeping me from being able to finish installing, from completing my quest and unlocking my childhood nostalgia. It feels like I'm being watched. I can hear big tech knocking on my door, peering into my windows.
Under our new subscription-based model, you can get all of the critical security updates and core features absolutely free. Just $9.99 a month, forever. What's the big deal? What are you, poor? Give us the money, Zach. Give us the money. Give us your firstborn child. Give us the money, Zach. Give it to us. Give us the money, Zach. Give us the money. Give us your firstborn child. Give us the money. Where's the money? Give us the money.
Oh my goodness. Young Zach, young early Compute and Zach had it so much better. Embarking on this journey, all I really wanted to do was play 3D Space Pinball on my phone. Is that too much to ask? Besides that, Windows XP wasn't just a gateway to fun little games, it was also a gateway to education. Researching cool science on the www. Cool math games to learn math, kind of. Also that creepy ass simulator where you got to operate virtually on a man's knee. Wait, what?
Welcome to virtual knee surgery. This activity will show you the process of replacing a failing knee joint. Using the healthy person's vital sign chart as a reference, can our patient undergo surgery today? Use the marker and write your initials on the proper knee to be operated on. This may seem silly, but it's an actual step taken to prevent wrong sight. The anesthesia. Use the sterile marker to draw the location for our incision. And don't forget to mark the perpendicular lines too. Typically, the incision line is 6 to 7 inches long. Let's use the Bovie pencil to cauterize the veins. This will help decrease blood flow into the surgical field.
Okay,
And any bone spurs that may be lurking about.
Off the side there.
Femoral cutting jig and alignment device.
I knew I had to get this working on my phone. Young Zach would be so disappointed if I couldn't get it working. I could hear him cheering me on from the past.
You can do it, older Zach. Don't you fuck this up.
Okay, I'm just messing. It works fine. I got it to work. It's a little buggy, but it's usable. All right, so the first thing we have to do is we just have to get a copy of Windows XP. And luckily, the ISO, there is a version that is available from Internet Archive. .org, and this is what everyone on the interwebs on Reddit says to use for any type of virtual machine at this point, because you can't get an official one from Microsoft anymore. And this one has been downloaded or viewed over 4 million times, and many people say that it is virus free. So download the ISO image, and then everything else after this will just be on the iPhone. And so we just have to airdrop this over to our iPhone so it's in our downloads or our files on our phone. So we just have to open up our UTM SE app, and they have these pre-built image settings that you can download from the UTM site. And there's one for Windows XP. So you go ahead and download that to your iPhone. Just gives you kind of like the basic config and requirements you need. But you will need that Windows XP ISO to get it working. So download it to the phone. Should take a second, it's not too big of a file. And then you'll go back to the UTM SE app and you click open and browse for that file. So this will load up the config, and then you just need to choose that ISO image as your CD DVD drive. So you'll choose the XP ISO, and then when you first boot, it's obviously going to go through the initial setup. It does take a while, but then you'll be up and running. I think that my total install setup time took like probably 2 hours. So the reviews were correct in that regard. But once it is running, it runs pretty well. There you have it, Windows XP on your iPhone. So if you were also born in the 90s and you found some nostalgia in this video, be sure to comment down below and share it with one of your friends, some of the people that you grew up with. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe. It helps out the channel and I greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.